Yeah, this your boy, Hollywood Neil on Instagram, as well as YouTube channel, world famous Hollywood Neil. You know what you can do. But yeah, what I want to talk to you about today on Hollywood Neil's Car Chronicles is the sound innovation and greatness of Dr. Dre. I know we rallied behind him. He's been in our ear for past couple of years, hell, decades, just to be honest with you. I mean, from him starting with World Class Wrecking Crew to NWA to really, venturing off doing his own thing to, being with NWA, went to the Death Row, being behind the boards of Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, Daz, Dog Pound, even his brother Warren G213, as well as Tupac. To be honest with you, man, Dr. Dre has been a curator when it comes to music a long time. So, I remember he had the thing when he wanted to make some sneakers, and everybody's like, okay, anybody can get a sneaker thing like that, but you want something that's going to be legendary, iconic, and always be there. So you tap into the audio game, music, because he's honestly Dr. Dre, the doctor of music, doctor of sounds. And that made sense when you created Beats by Dre, which became honestly the world focal of headphones and everything. Of course, like I said, it was created by Monster, and then of course they branched off and did their own thing independent, and it be sold on there. He sold it for $3 billion. Him and his partner Jimmy Iovine, also the owner of Interscope Records. Of course, Dr. Dre's Aftermath. But the thing with Dr. Dre is when it came to music and sound, he always been one step ahead of everybody. The sounds, the funk, the everything that he does, it's on that cutting edge of just, funky, a lot of melodies, strings, chords, piano, it's rider music. Dr. Dre really has been known for that rider music. And one thing what I will say about him is the innovation, and he's been around. His name has been strong for so many years. He even had the world waiting for over 12 years for Detox, ever since he created Dre 2001. I mean, he had the whole world in limbo, where it's yo, we have to have this. And then when he created this last album, Compton, for his movie Straight Outta Compton, it was heaven when it came out. You heard the production. He basically dropped a little tidbits in his music and stuff like that for producers to grab, for they could recreate beats and really do things. And what showed it so genius, that album, it really is not going to be for sale for him. That album, the proceeds and everything was going to inner city youth as well as stuff like that. So that was a huge tax write-off, right there, in a sense, right there. But let's to get back to the beats, man. I mean, the headphones market at one time was just you always had to either buy JBLs or everybody had their headphones like Diddy Beats, which was really Beats by Dre. You just had different brands and stuff like that, and as well as car audio sound and all that. And then when he said, I can really get into this, and he teamed up with Jimmy Iovine and the other guy who created the head of Monster and everything, and they just created a monster. And it's now in world markets. It's in, you see NBA endorsements, NBA players, NFL, Major League Baseball, you see boxers, you see they even had the Apple Music and Beats and stuff like that for the Golden State Warriors, LeBron James, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Cam Newton, as well as when they had the World Soccer games and stuff like that. That was the focal point, and everybody was just rallying around it because this quality, the sounds. You also have wireless headphones. I mean, the stuff like that. It's just a lot of people thought it was overhyped, but it's in culture. You know what I'm saying? You have people working out with it, as well as you have high-end celebrities and stuff like that that's just always endorsing it. Dr. Dre struck gold, I would say platinum once again I mean, that was like game changing. And then when him working with Apple and created a vision of Beats One Radio with the doctor of the pharmacy and stuff like that, and him with he's like a doctor of sound, so it's like the musical taste is just up there. Like everybody talks about the legendary Dr. Dre studio, where it's like literally stereo and basically speakers all around you, and you just feel that bass all through your body and everything, and it's just like, man, this makes sense. And it only makes sense like he can go up from now. And like I say, Dr. Dre got some more stuff that people don't know about that's probably coming. Like, of course, he does a lot with Kendrick, even though Kendrick's a part of TDE, but it's just the fact that he's been on that sound and that cosign, and really, it's like TDE / Aftermath. So it's like he has a budget and everything like that. And if you like an artist of sound, it's like you would love that. Just like he has a big artist is Anderson .Paak, who's very dabbled in instruments. He's playing the drums, piano, trumpet. Like he's like your all-around musician. I think if you're like a really good musician, it's all about the music instead of the money, then you can catch his attention through artistry. That's how it's supposed to be sound. Like he know how to develop artists, and then with his star power, getting these artists like bookings into like not your average Vince. He could get them at like high-end stuff in New York, and then in LA, and then once you do one or two good parties, getting your name out and stuff like that. Look at Anderson .Paak. He got the contract for the NBA now. You know what I'm saying? He got a Grammy nomination. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this has really been truly a blessed year for the Aftermath family and the Kendrick Lamar, and just like it's Dr. Dre's reign is still in. Like ever since from NWA to Death Row to now just him, Interscope, Aftermath, to Eminem, to 50 Cent, to his reign, Eve, everybody like that. His touch has just been impeccable, and you just can't really match that. And I just really want people to pay homage to him, not just be a bandwagon, but just really salute him. Like he really was a guy that really didn't focus on the money. He just knew the money was gonna come, and then you can tell when you're not greedy, things will come your way. And when you think about music first and really doing things like that, things work in your favor. And just look, I just see him have roadmaps and just really be innovative. And like I say, that's who I think is like a game changer and like a sound innovation and a genius that needs to be talked about daily, and also be in history books. Like Dr. Dre really should be in African American history books as well as history books at all, as a sound producer and artist, to sell his company for over $30 billion, and he get his undisclosed amount and everything like that. But that's just like that's just beautiful and genius, and we just need to respect that and really just keep believing in yourselves and pushing innovation and quality, and just really keep pushing the envelope forward in music and tech, and just really just really wake up your inner innovation, your creativeness, your juices and everything. And that's my Hollywood Neil Car Chronicles today, the sound innovation of Dr. Dre. Also, you can go on the website and stuff. Our blog is www.heisdjtraw.com, djtraw.com, as well as follow me on Instagram at Hollywood Neil, as well as my YouTube channel, World Famous Hollywood Neil. Y'all take it easy.